Yeah.
That's crazy!
Hi everyone, my name is Marina. I'm a Brazilian nurse based in the north of the UK. The salary also can change between hospitals and between the region.
What would you say is the biggest challenge you faced when making the move to the UK?
But I had to learn all of that from the beginning.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, hello, my name is Zara and I'm a registered nurse based in the UK. In today's video, we are back with another fabulous collaboration with nurses across the world, and today we are joined by Nurse Marina. Marina is a Brazilian trained nurse who recently made the move to England and will very soon be practicing as a registered nurse here in the UK. So very exciting times for her. Marina is a passionate soul and in fact runs her own Instagram-led page helping nurses looking to make the move to the UK. In this video, we will be exploring life as a nurse in Brazil, what the training was like, and the steps Marina took to getting her registration and her validation here in the UK. So without further ado, let's welcome Marina. Marina, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Marina. I'm a Brazilian nurse based in the north of the UK. I started my university in 2013 in Federal University of Santa Catarina. After my university in 2019, I decided to move to Italy to recognize my Italian citizenship. After 10 months in Italy, I decided to move to the UK. So I arrived here in January 2020, right after the pandemic started. At the moment, I'm working as a healthcare assistant. I just need to do one more test. After the test, I can start as a registered nurse.
I'm intrigued to know, do you have to do a university degree?
Yes, you do need to have a degree to be a nurse in Brazil. It's usually 5 years because we don't choose which area we are going before we apply to university. We just do a general nurse when we have all the placements, all the trainings for everything, adult, pediatric, mental health.
So in the UK, our training involves a numerous amount of different types of assessments. We have lectures, we have seminars, we have group projects, we have OSCEs, we have placements. That is all to be completed across our university course. So what's the training structure like in Brazil?
First years is basically the basics, so anatomy, histology, all these basics for the nursing that we need to have. We do in the first year. We watch a lot in the beginning. Then after the third semester, we start to go to hospital and have placements in hospital. So the last year, the 5th year, is just placement. You have 1 year to do placement and your monography. We need to write a monography.
So what is the salary like for a newly qualified nurse in Brazil?
This is a really tricky question, and it's interesting also because in Brazil we don't have a minimum salary for nurses. You can find all the salaries that you can imagine. I would say that the average salary for a Brazilian nurse would be between 3,000 or 4,000 reais. What would be like 500 pounds now.
Pounds?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy!
Not good. You know, it's not fair at all. So now we are fighting. And what happens in Brazil is because of the salary, as you saw. Lots of people have to work in more than one job. It's a lot, and we know in the end it's not safe, but what they can do when they need to, you know, feed the family, pay the bills and everything. So it's really, really sad.
You know, people have to do things in order to live, to have a good quality of life. So they will end up picking up extra hours or extra jobs, and it's tough. It is tough. Intrigued to the follow-up question, what's the working hours like?
This was something that was different for me when I got here, because we do long shifts, like 12 hours, but it's more usual for night shifts do this kind of shifts. During the day, it's normal to have like a morning nurse and then an afternoon nurse. When I got here and I had to do 12-hour shifts, like 3 days in a row, I was like, oh my god, I'm so dead. I was so tired. But now I think it's really good, to be fair.
So Marina, let's now dive into you and your decision-making time when you were thinking about coming to the UK. So I'm intrigued to know, what first inspired you to come to the UK?
The NHS, actually. Do some research about nursing in Europe. I found out about the NHS and how it's a public health system. I loved it. It's amazing for me to see that you can give everything for people and they don't need to worry about it because they're going to have the access for the health. I would say the NHS was the first thing, the main thing that inspired me to move to the UK.
Can you go to the UK as a newly qualified nurse, or do you have to gain experience beforehand?
You can do it. I don't have any experience after university because I moved straight away, and this don't seem to be a problem here. The NMC don't require anything about this. They just require that you are a nurse and do the exams.
Are there any specific qualifications or exams that you need to do as part of your overseas application?
I would say that the UK is simple when you are treating about documents. I don't think any validation is easy to do anywhere in the world because so much paperwork and tests and everything. But in the UK, they're really fair with you. You need to be a nurse. Then they ask also like a DBS check from here and from your country and some health declaration and character declaration. This is all the documents that they...
So tell us a little bit about the computer-based test that you have to take.
The CBT is a computer-based test. You have 120 questions that you have to answer about nursing. You need to say which nurse you are applying for. So if it's general nurse, pediatric, mental health. I found it really good. They're really good tests to do also. I remember when I did my drive license test, and I say I would rather to do the CBT again than do the driving license
Oh my
test. Because at least
wow.
I know nurse things, but I don't know the name of the things of the car, of the road. I had to learn all that from the beginning. So I would rather to do the CBT again.
So in short, basically, it's easier to do the CBT exam than it is to pass your driving theory test. Love that. So talk to us a little bit about the English language test that you also had to do.
So you can choose between IELTS, academic, or OET. I chose OET. I had to do a preparation because I was trying to study by myself and wasn't being too good because I didn't know how to improve my speaking and my writing. So I got a course, online course. Then I passed OET. And to be fair, for everything that I did until now, I would say that the English test is the worst part of the validation. It's not just me, other nurses, other Brazilian nurses that I talk, they say the same, everything.
Yeah, I guess because, of course, like you said, you studied in a different language, you learned different processes, and perhaps terms, whilst they might mean the same, they might sound completely different, like from English to, of course, your own language. So I think that's a fair comment to say. It's not easy. So I guess the last part of the whole validation process is the OSCE exam. How did you find your OSCE exam and how was that part of the process as well?
I actually haven't done my OSCE yet. This is the last part, the last test that I need to do. So in OSCE, you have 6 stations of different scenarios that you have to go and do the tasks that they will give to you.
What would you say is the biggest challenge you faced when making the move to the UK?
I thought could be the language or the culture or something like this, but actually was, you know, with the start of the pandemic and everything, that I couldn't go home. So I'm now two years and a half without seeing my family, and for me this is being the hardest part now. You know, when you decide to move country and start your life in another place, you know what you're signing off. So I knew that this would happen. I didn't know it was in this circumstance, but I knew this would happen.
So that COVID has obviously put a big obstacle for a lot of like overseas nurses, those who would naturally use their annual leave to go back home. But of course that's been a big stop in it all. But hopefully when things start to you know, go back to how they were, then of course you can sort of find that balance again, and then, you know, perhaps this challenge that you have may not be a challenge anymore. What golden piece of advice would you give to anyone who is looking to make the move to the UK as an overseas nurse?
I would say to, you know, be open-minded because it's another country, it's another culture. You will be starting from zero again, so you need to learn everything again. Just keep trying, and even if you fail a test, you can always do it again. You can always study a little bit more. Just keep going.
It's actually amazing to learn about different cultures, and even more so to see how nursing plays a big part in that as well. A big big thank you to Marina for sharing her experiences. Do check out her socials, which I'll leave in the description box below. For more videos on nursing life in the UK, do check out my UK nursing playlist, and also check out some of the other fabulous collabs that I've done with other amazing content creators. I will see you guys in my next video. Take care and stay safe.